Hi and hello and welcome to 2 Men On. Let's go.
Yeah.
Live from Howie Sports Page. First time in a long time for your boys as we are officially back. And this is our very first live recording to podcast to Believe Network. Let's go, boys.
Baby.
Honored to be a part of it.
We are at Howie Sports Page. Alongside us is Luke Markwith. Luke, welcome.
Thank you.
Excited to be here doing this one with you tonight here from Howie's, hosting Monday Night Football the way that we always host Monday Night Football. Big thank you to everyone who's joining us on the live stream. Your comments are available to us, and we will disperse them over the show as we so can. Van Nunley, welcome.
Oh, it's good to be back, baby. It's always a pleasure to be here at my favorite place in Albuquerque, Howie Sports Page. Let's go.
Yeah, I like that feedback a lot. Luke Markwith is here. Luke, how is Howie's? How was the opening Monday Night Football?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, amazing crowd. Sometimes we get a little slow start at the beginning of the year, but not this year. It was gangbusters right out of the gate.
Those 6 o'clock starts for the double Monday Night Football is not the same. 6 Mountain is not the same as those 6:30 starts. Those 6:30 starts, everyone's gone home. They fed the dog.
Right.
They do the whatever. They get out here with plenty of time to go. The 6 o'clock start, maybe I was at the office late.
Yeah.
Maybe I had to get across town. Maybe I forgot to bring my Howie's clothes as opposed to my work clothes because I don't want everyone to know that I'm an Amazon driver. The only job that I see in town anymore. And obviously now we're on a national platform at Talk ABQ. You have a ton of options to reach out to us. We are recapturing the 2 Men On moniker, so we're super excited about that. But reach out to your boys. Like, give us that feedback. Give us the what you're thinking, news, pop culture, current events, stories of the day. We are your guys. We're going to bring you twice a week. So we're going to do the show that we do weekly like we do here at Howie's, and then we're going to do one interview-based program a week. We got Sean Merriman lined up this week, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Very nice.
We'll have him on the show to talk at length about what's going on in the NFL, talk to him what's going on in the world of mixed martial arts. There was a big boxing over the past weekend where if your last name ends in a vowel or starts in a vowel, you're probably pretty upset with the outcome of that one because old Crawford, multiple years in the retirement, comes out and puts it on Canelo. Puts it on him.
Yeah.
Completely dominated. I didn't expect to watch that because you know how my social life is.
Yeah.
But I found myself home at 10:30 on a Saturday, like the first time in my adult existence. And I watched every single punch, and Crawford dominated.
Yeah.
Had like a special talent out there that had been a long time coming. And do you know his history at all? Like coming up in Omaha, and like you don't often think of the mean streets of Omaha,
right?
And getting
where Warren
somewhere
Buffett's
in
from.
Middle America.
He's got that Warren Buffett money behind him.
Just went out there and decimated. And it was so interesting because I think Canelo was so underprepared to where whenever he was hitting shots, and obviously he was pretty calculated in what he was doing.
Sure.
And Canelo's reaction to his corners. Like between getting beat up, he's looking off ring.
You did not prepare me for this, guys. Because like, hey, he hit me so hard.
Was the fix not in here?
He was gonna hit me so hard.
I thought you said this was taken care of. Was the fix not in here?
I was told we were getting $150 million. Is that not true anymore? I thought we were here to share.
Beyond a pretty decent boxing match, the most viral internet boxing meme that's ever happened. Him taking that big left hand and looks like a pile of fucking coins shot out of him. And he made that woo face. He made that Tim Allen full time face. Oh God, that's one of my favorite moments from the history of boxing.
It's when
your face looks like that old slow motion of the guy getting shot in the gut with a cannonball.
Yes.
Just the ripple effect. When your face looks like that,
man.
Not a good look.
It was almost like he needed to exhale a breath, but his face was inhaling a breath. And you go, oh, that's gotta breathe, brother.
His face was inhaling teeth.
Came down to decision at the end, and then obviously Crawford victorious in that one. Big sports over the weekend. Also, we're based out of Albuquerque. I know nationally that's not maybe the biggest deal to a lot of listeners.
I say that to UCLA, motherfucker.
Hey, who got fired this weekend? 0-3 start. Like cooked for the first Big Ten win in the history of Lobos football. Head coach of the UNM Lobos, Jason Eck, was texting me literally today. And I'm like, state's behind, like the state is proud of you. The city's behind you.
Yeah.
Like, let's do that thing. Make Lobos football ranked in the top 100 again.
I think we are. I think we're 99.5 right now.
So sweet.
I know Friday night here we were all celebrating watching the game, and it didn't feel as close as the score, but it did feel kind of not sealed until late.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we're like, we're getting paid $1.2 million to go kick their ass.
Yes.
Incredible.
And then when, in retrospect, on Sunday, we're like, actually, it cost them $6.2 million to get their ass kicked because they had a $5 million buyout on the coach.
Sure.
So that
that's
lost.
so funny.
So instead of paying us $1.2 million, it cost them $6.2 million to get their asses kicked.
There's other numbers in those kind of contracts too, where it's like, hey, we're going to cover this expense. It's going to be a hotel. It's going to be travel. It's going to be a reimbursement for your tractor trailers. It's going to be, that number's not 1.2. That number is 1.5. It's $1.5 million to learn that you can't keep up anymore because you're not in the Pac-12.
There was a picture sent to me through a friend of Donovan Dent at the game.
Oh, was he?
Doing the Lobo, doing the straight up Lobo hand signal.
So that's interesting because, he also played at the other one. Yeah. He did both of them.
Left for that one.
Yeah, that was his.
Well, you had 3.5 million reasons to.
Hey, surprise, an LA team gets fooled by the hot chick. Like their quarterback has hustled 2 classic colleges now with being an absolute shell of himself, a shell of his possibility, a shell of his potential. And you saw it on the field the first 3 weeks, and especially against the Lobos.
I mean, in his defense, he didn't have any time. The Lobos controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. I mean, it was the Big Ten announcers, the UCLA announcers on that game. And I, in the bar, we had the sound on, and the guy said, no disrespect to New Mexico, but if our defensive line is getting pushed around like this now, how do you think we're going to fare in the Big Ten?
Yeah.
And it was,
Well, and I think, and this might not be accurate, but I've lived in Albuquerque for 8 years. I've been in sports talk adjacent radio for 6 of them. And this is the first time at any time that I've seen this team with a winning record in the last 8 years. Is that correct?
I don't think they've ever been 1-0 since you've been here.
No.
There may have been some early season. I can't say for sure, but
brother, I don't think
want to
so.
say it.
Because then we do that paycheck game week 0, week 1 every year.
Yeah.
And then after that, you could play some winnable games.
And then, like you mentioned, if you can go and get one on the road, because the idea is, especially in this conference, like the Mountain West Conference is just so incredibly soft. It's just super soft conference. It's got Boise State and then a bunch of teams that a team that is capable of beating UCLA should beat. That's what this conference is. And if you win them all at home, which is the thing you claim to do, that's the thing as a college team that you should do is win the ones at home, and you win half of them on the road. Like you're going to a bowl, you're going to a good bowl, not like a low tier bowl.
Yeah.
And if you're it used to be the New Mexico Bowl got to be the first one, and that was cool. That's not true anymore though. Like other ones are first.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. But yeah, if you get a chance to play at home in the New Mexico Bowl and have a ton of people celebrating, oh my gosh, do that. Remember when New Mexico State played in it? That was the biggest ordeal ever.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at the beginning of the year, like 3 wins this year would be something to build on.
Yeah.
A good start. 4 wins would be an overwhelming success. And now I'm looking at the schedule going, I mean, I could see 6 and getting into a bowl game in the first year.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong.
It's going to be one of the most, I mean, it's always lit when State plays the Lobos, but this is going to be the most lit Rio Grande rivalry in a while.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Coming off that UCLA win, like all the excitement with having a competent quarterback and a good defense and a head coach that knows how to coach a football team. And more importantly for me, Coach Eck being a decent human being.
Oh, that's wild for a change.
So supporting his community and getting out in the community and showing what it's like to be the public face of UNM. It's incredible to see.
Incredibly good. And we're working our way through the weekend sports, and I promise you we will talk Charlie Kirk as well. But, going back to last Thursday, Green Bay Packers playing Washington, which is a game that I normally wouldn't. I don't watch Thursday Night Football. We've had this talk a million times. Thursday Night Football is underprepared football. Thursday night is for your family. Thursday Night Football is not for me. But Howie Sports Page is Packer Bar.
Oh, yeah. And it was a packed bar.
It was.
No, it was a great crowd.
Yeah, it came out, and the Packers knew they were being watched nationally. And when the Packers are watched nationally, also I think they get a little help all the time. Like I'll be that guy. I think that the NFL is not confused about what the Green Bay Packers are, fame-wise, publicity-wise, tuner-wise.
Sure.
And just put it on Washington. So big win for the Packers at Lambeau on primetime TV, all the cliches.
This was the second time in 2 games that when Micah Parsons makes a play, the Packer faithful in the bar start chanting, "Thank you, Jerry."
That's awesome.
I love it so much.
It's about as good as it
It's happened 2 weeks in a row. I see it happening. It's becoming a thing now.
And I usually don't watch Thursday Night Football either as a, completely
functioning
ridiculous,
human being.
a soft protest for the NFL Players Association. And I usually don't, but my beloved Green Bay football Packers were going up against Jaden Daniels. So I had to get my eyes on that for sure. So I broke my hunger strike and watched Thursday Night Football. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do it here. So besides that, it was perfect.
The Jaden Daniels is the truth. That's not a right now episode of this show, but Jaden Daniels for a lot of years to come, barring injury, barring whatever, he is that deal.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, and especially if you're looking at and we'll talk about it right now, the Cowboys and the Giants, especially with the idea that both those teams are ass. And whenever you put 2 ass teams against each other, they're going to score 70 whatever points because neither of them defensively can do squat, even against terrible offensive teams like the Cowboys and the Giants.
Sure.
Yeah, after
But here's the
week
thing.
with the Cowboys and the Eagles, it looked like, wow, this is a better Dallas team than I expected. And after week 2 with the Giants, no, this is about right.
About right. The thing is, if you have a really ugly guy and a really ugly girl
I'm sitting right here,
every once in a while, not you two personally, but you're on the cusp. So every once in a while, these 2 ugly humans create a beautiful baby. And that's what the Cowboys and Giants did on Sunday by having the wildly most entertaining game. And it wasn't even close.
for sure.
Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah.
So into regulation, there's something, and I'll be this guy because I make a lot of money off Prize Picks. So I'll be this guy real quick. There's something about having every single kicker in the league be automatic from 65 in.
It's wild now.
The game is boring. I don't know how else to say that.
We were talking about it at the bar this weekend about when I was a kid, you'd see a handful of 50-yard field goals a season.
Yeah.
A handful. And they was a big deal, this guy kicked a 50-yarder. And now we've got the guy out of Jacksonville that kicked a 70-yarder in the preseason. Yeah. And like you said, the 65 is just nope, they're in range. That's automatic.
The Cowboys didn't even try to advance the ball.
No.
At the end of the game. They're we'll just let him kick a 65-yarder.
And they're not creeping over the crossbar.
No.
That
would have been good from 72.
Yeah.
And whatever the formula is, and I know it's the yardage plus 17 or whatever, because you have to count the 10 of and it's 18, right? Because now they've all moved back a little bit.
It used to be it was traditionally 17. It's gone to 18.
And the thought process behind that is because defenses had figured out how to go against it the way, that's why American style kicking went away. That's why, it's all European now. And as it's evolved the way that it's evolved, they can do 65 and in to a greater than 50%. Are you kidding me?
We're nearing the point where midfield is field goal range.
Correct. Yeah, your offense is not built to 2-minute drill, whatever distance to success. That's not a thing anymore. Your offense is built to get within 65 yards.
Yeah.
I got a rule change idea.
All right.
65 yards, it's worth 4. Now hear me out. You miss it, -1.
Oh, okay. Now you're on to something.
So if you are within 55 to 65 yards, you get an extra point if you make it. But if you miss it, lose a point. I think there's something here.
Can you hear all those scratches on the airwaves right now? That's Vegas trying to cancel this show right now. 4-pointer, -1.
Yeah.
We could never predict that.
The announcers say you never take points off the board, and that's when there was a penalty or something, and you get a chance again. They're so this is actually taking points off the board.
Yeah, if it happens to my fantasy kicker, should happen to the real life team.
I think there's something because the game is you and I used to talk about this years ago when we were doing the terrestrial program, where it was Thursday night football is the most boring because it's only punts. Sunday afternoon football has become the only field goals. Do you want me to show you my 1.5 field goals made payouts?
Yeah, I'm crushing it tonight.
Until last night's game, until the last 2 minutes when they let Algier just run in so they'd have time.
Yeah.
That was Sunday night soccer.
Correct.
Everything was field goals. It was
and even in the ones where they're scoring a ton, in the Lions game over the weekend, Jared Goff leads them to 5 tutties, but there's still 3 field goals or whatever on top of that too. And everyone's got an extra point. And by the way, I'm not saying that these aren't the most specialized, skilled athletes in the history of all of that. They might be. They're more specialized than Julie the Cat Gaffney coming in to make one save in the shootout against Team Iceland for Team USA. But it's too easy for the best guys in the world. They're the
Hold
best.
on, I'm confused. Was that Mighty Ducks or real life?
Mighty Ducks.
Okay. Thank you.
The best 30 kickers in the world are considerably better than the best 30 quarterbacks in the world. There's no argument.
Yeah, because there's like 12 good quarterbacks and there's 60 good kickers.
There is 60 good kickers.
In the Falcons game, how many field goals did he kick? 6?
Yeah, and he's like brand new.
Well,
He's been there for 2 days.
These guys walking off the streets, they get a phone call on a Thursday. They're kicking on Sunday. Like they've been in retirement for a year. They look like the kicker from the Replacements.
The kicker and Bijan Robinson were co-players of the game. The kicker hadn't met Bijan Robinson until the post-game interview.
I love this.
That's so stupid, dude.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Bijan.
Hi. Hey, you know how I won that game?
Is it
was
Bijan
half
or
me and half you.
Bijan?
We don't know.
It's gone back and forth. They were showing his recordings for his intros yesterday, and he said Bijan 3 times. So out of his mouth.
But they put a work on him? Like he didn't know that's why they were doing it?
Yeah, they were like,
classic Tarico.
Let's shoot that one again. All right, now say Texas instead of University of Texas.
Yeah.
And like, Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson.
Now say go Longhorns.
Yeah.
He's like,
hook 'em horns.
Seahawks over the Steelers. No reason to talk about that one. Aaron Rodgers did not show up. The Rams over the Titans. Highlight from that one, though, was Cam Ward. Cam Ward can play.
He's turning the corner. Looks like a competent NFL quarterback.
Needs some talent around him.
He's got some, I hate to equate any positive attribute to this human being, but he's got some Brett Favre in him.
Yeah.
Scrambling around, throwing across his body, throwing in tight windows.
I'll fix what you just said. He's got little Bernie Kosar. He's got a little not afraid to run a little bit. A little Frank Parkinen. Not afraid to run around.
Hopefully he's got a better dad than Bernie Kosar.
Okay, I mean, life, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, also, he's got a good dad. You see him in the stands every play.
Hopefully Kosar's dad was in the stands and then went straight to the bank.
Oh. Did you see Clay Thompson, former WSU grad, alongside I guess Ward didn't graduate, did he? But former Keug, former Wazooer, he's at a townie bar in Nashville wearing a Ward jersey, running pool tables over all these townies.
I love it.
Oh, I'm dying laughing. Like, I think I've told this story on the terrestrial program, but I played 3-on-3 basketball against Clay Thompson one time in this basketball against cancer thing or whatever. I've never seen a better athlete in arm's length, real life.
Sure.
Untouchable physically.
It's different when you're playing their sport.
Yeah.
On your court,
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, wait, I have absolutely no criticism whatsoever. You are an elite athlete. My bad.
Yeah. The best guy at your gym is light years behind the worst guy in the league.
Yes. Yeah. He is closer to Jordan than your best dude is closer to him.
Yeah.
All right, help me finish someone out here, guys. QUIT. Jets.
The momentum of week 1 didn't carry into week 2, did it? Oh, poor Jets fans.
And the Bills fans who had heart attacks in week 1, easy street for this one. From the opening kickoff, which, by the way, welcome back kickoffs. I know I wasn't here last week, but
I told you, man, those high archers are coming.
They're here.
Start kicking them higher on purpose.
That already bit the Steelers right in the ass.
Yeah, that big return there.
Caleb
Obviously,
Johnson just let it go over his head, and it was recovered in the end zone because he wasn't clear on the rules.
Man and I broadcast a high school football game last week. Tough loss for Carlsbad Cavemen against the Cibola whatevers. But thank
Cougars.
You.
Yeah.
The
audacity to name a Albuquerque high school the Cougars and not have it be in the Northeast Heights.
Well, you know.
But it was, special teams just aren't taught at any level anymore. Yeah. Especially when you get to the NFL. You get to the NFL, here's the thing. You're the kick returner. You were the star quarterback. You were the star wide receiver in college. You maybe were a defense. Yeah. You're maybe whatever Travis Hunter is.
And this, I know how much you love Mike Tomlin, Fred.
Yeah,
this is a coaching thing to me.
Oh, 100%.
If you're going to put a kid, especially a rookie, on special teams, you got to drill him on every possible situation, especially him muffing one and it going backwards.
He's traditionally big on motivation, not detail-oriented. There's been a lot of those little details that have slipped through on his teams because he's more of a rah-rah guy than a details guy.
Hard agree.
Mac Jones, real deal?
I mean, he has the Niners roster. Like, who knows how anybody on the Niners is? Niners made Sam Darnold look great. Niners have made Brock Purdy look great. Niners are now making Mac Jones look great. If you have an incredible roster, a competent NFL quarterback's going to look really good on your team.
I don't disagree. Also, playing the Saints makes it a little bit easier, but
I don't know that anymore. That's an incredible roster. I mean, they are an old roster.
Yeah.
An oft injured roster. There is talent there for sure.
Drake May looked the part against the Dolphins, so good on he for being that. He should be an adult at this point. I heard all this chatter before the Cleveland-Baltimore game about how Cleveland's defense wasn't scared of Lamar Jackson, wasn't scared of Derrick Henry. By the way, Derrick Henry, not the best game in the history of
Took
Earth.
a week off.
Yeah.
Ruined one of my fantasy weeks.
Same. But they just gave up 40 of them. The easiest 40 you've ever seen.
Just a slow drip.
Well, and it was a big second half because it was closed for a while.
Yeah.
And that defense, that's the whole thing. You can only hold Lamar for so long.
Are we officially at the point where you say Chicago missed on Caleb Williams?
Not quite, but close.
Yeah.
Halfway through this year?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, play the tape. Play the tape of me saying Jaden Daniels would have been a better NFL quarterback because I screamed it from the top of the Sandias that he is an absolute dude.
Lions are real, which is a thing I'm coming around on. So cool. Colts and a nail biter over the Broncos. Two teams I think are going to finish at the bottom, but one of them had to beat each other. Cardinals are undefeated, 2-0 to start the season.
They have the good fortune of playing the Saints and the Panthers.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't anoint them just quite yet.
Can only beat the schedule in front of you. The big one from yesterday was the Eagles and the Chiefs. The Eagles, I guess, are better than the Chiefs still. Neither team looked good.
Yeah, no, that was sloppy.
Well, when you got two good teams with two good defenses smacking up against each other, like low 20s to high teens is kind of what you expect.
If we did a regulation segment, we would relegate the Minnesota Vikings to college. Their college quarterback plays like a college quarterback. He tucks, he runs, he takes sacks. He's afraid to trust anyone to trying to receive the ball. It's like Justin Jefferson does not exist for some reason. The tight end is incredibly good. He's wasted.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes of last week and the last 2 minutes of the half yesterday, he looked like what they think he can be.
Yeah.
And the rest of the time, he looked like a scared kid running for his life.
Two big ones tonight, Buccaneers and Texans, Raiders and Chargers. By the time we grab the podcast, those will be over. The quickest little predictions that don't really matter. I think Baker Mayfield's a big deal, and I think in primetime he shows off. They will be big winners. And then I think going to Las Vegas is a win for anyone. So Justin Herbert should get it.
Yeah.
I'm with you on half of that.
Yeah.
I am pro Bucks. I am pro Baker. I think they're going to be in the playoffs for sure. We'll see how dominant they are as the season progresses. But give me Geno Smith indoors every time. He is Tom Brady in a dome. And he is Johnny Manziel outside. He is so incredible when he's playing with the roof over his head. And now that he's in Vegas, he gets to play half of his games in a dome and the other half on the West Coast. He's going to have a baller-ass season. Watch out for the Raiders tonight. I'm taking the Raiders, especially with the points.
Let's step away so we can come back. We're only going to take like 90 seconds, so it's not even like we're going to be gone that long. But since the last time you two aired a show, and then I was out on assignment sick as hell last week, the world stopped again.
Yeah.
And how fortunate we are to not have the restraints to give our opinions on it. You listen to Two Men On. back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On. We are in a transition phase with the program. Obviously,
Sure.
Van Nunley is here. Luke Markwith is here. Luke, welcome.
Thank you.
So we're in like a transition phase with the program where we went from the terrestrial product every single day with our Infinity Sports Association and our terrestrial partnership at the time with Cumulus to really a lot of freedom. You know, I don't know how else to say that. And
I said the F word earlier.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard you
I
say
didn't get in
that.
trouble for it.
And
I said ass.
I said Obama's legal name.
Okay.
Don't really know where to go with that one. So as we talk about it, there's a lot going on in the world that historically we've been restricted on. You know, historically it was, hey, don't talk about that because of my personal opinion and taste.
Yeah.
Or hey, don't use your outlet to discuss any topic outside of the Dodgers or the Cowboys or the Lobos or the Lakers. Like, because for a while this was supposed to be loser sports. Like, it was supposed to be, if you're a fan of one of those things, by the way Fred Slow defines it, you're a loser. Let me tell you why. And that was shunned upon. And this is a prime example. Charlie Kirk was just murdered.
Yeah.
Murdered. And I'm going to like, and this is the way I kind of summed it up in my head was, I do not support Charlie Kirk being murdered.
No.
So
let's lead with that.
Yeah. If at all, you have a predisposition to the idea that you believe you can assign to me my emotion about how I feel about that. I'm telling you right now, if it at all relates to the idea that I'm in support of anyone getting murdered, you're incredibly fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But I will say this, Charlie Kirk supported Charlie Kirk getting murdered. That was Charlie Kirk's energy. Charlie Kirk never had a problem with their somewhere being a victim of gun violence.
A direct quote from him. I mean, I could pull it up, but basically, for the Second Amendment to exist, there has to be some gun deaths. To protect the rest of your freedoms that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights protect, there has to be some gun deaths. And oh, buddy.
Wild concept. And then for anyone, and again, to the degree that you're comfortable talking about it, not just us, friends of the show, everyone that exists out there, because by the way, you put these thoughts on social media because that's where people think other people live.
Correct.
Which is a crazy thought. Yeah. If you put them out there, you know what you get? Repercussions.
All right.
Because I don't think you actually know what the First Amendment is. I don't think you actually understand. If you say you are pro the death of another human being, and your employer or your friends or your spouse or your children or any single person that you interact with wants to use that information against you, they absolutely can. You know who can't? The government. That's it.
Yeah, that's what the First Amendment actually protects, is the government infringing on your free speech. Not people, not businesses, not your community. That does not exist. That is a fabrication. The First Amendment only protects you from government intervention.
You're going to stand behind an opinion? Make sure you have a clue what your opinion is. Like, you have to. Or the whole thing's messity. I guess I could say fuckity.
Sure.
Like, and then, all right, we're going to have a conversation. There's this tragedy. This very public figure who, if you have the opinion that you want to equate to a Martin Luther King Jr. or a Malcolm X or we can run the list. If you have that opinion, you want to do that, I'll say, yes, you can have that opinion. And you can tell me how we have to have discourse, we have to have conversation, and we have to have open avenues of opinion and sharing. And that lasted for about 3 minutes. 3.
Now we're in tricky territory here, because now we're on the edge of the cliff here where we're talking about inciting more violence.
And you?
The current administration, not me and you.
Okay.
Oh, definitely not me and you. We're, dare I say, reasonable in this moment.
Yeah.
Your own government, your own administration, the president himself is inciting violence and blaming a non-existent target for a murder or even an assassination, if you'd like to call it that.
Sure.
Without any evidence whatsoever, without any clues to who committed the crime. None whatsoever. And immediately it was the radical left, the left of terrorists, democratic terrorist,
Yeah.
inciting violence for people who are incredibly emotional. Because I know a lot of people on, I'm not going to say far right, but pretty distant right, who Charlie Kirk's a hero to them. Like, he speaks for all of their core values. He speaks for all of their thoughts and beliefs and motions and the well-being of what they consider their tribe, their community. That person was taken from them.
Put more value in
and
that.
they are in a position where they are weakened. They're a position where they're vulnerable. And you have one of their favorite figures, the president, telling them that the violence came from a very specific group of people. That is wildly irresponsible. If it did, in fact, come from one of those group of people, which days later we found out it was not, it was one of their own. But the fact that you're going to divide this country even more and use your position to divide the country even more and attempt your best to incite violence, to start at least a cultural war, if not a civil war, that is despicable behavior of the highest caliber. Shame on you.
The narrative's like ever evolving, right? Because the part that I feel you hit on but left out in example or exaggeration is this, which is Charlie Kirk was, for those with Christian conservative, often pro-MAGA belief system, he was the avenue, because these are all old heads.
Sure.
Like, these people live in an old head life. And he was the bridge to the younger generation. You know, off contributor to this program, Jake Cassio.
Sure.
You know, he was the bridge to those, the way that evangelical speakers are able to communicate their same carny shit to their audience.
Yeah.
And it's wild to me how the loss of that one individual is, and by the way, cut the head off the Hydra, because now you're going to get positioning. You're going to get like individuals coming in trying to steal that. I'm going to call it limelight. I don't know the verbiage to use.
Yeah.
And that, like, whoever's successful at that is whoever's going to have the most vitriol.
Sure.
You know, is it Ben Shapiro or whoever? Who's this other cat that is all of a sudden now a big deal?
Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes,
who the shooter, he was in his little political cult. From what I understand from this kid, he was a Groyper, Groyper.
I've never even heard that.
And
word.
that is a alt-right Christian nationalist group that follows this Nick Fuentes kid, who Nick Fuentes is further right than Christian Kirk.
What do you mean follows him? Like it's the band Fish?
Like, every people who like follows Charlie Kirk on Instagram and goes to his events and shares his memes and uses it to embolden their ideology. It's the same thing for this Nick Fuentes kid and his group of Groypers, who are a bunch of incel 4chan dorks who need something for their youthful rage outlet. And so, like, they're raging for the machine kind of thing. But like, their ideology is further right than Christian Kirk. Good Lord. Okay.
That's somebody else.
Yes.
That's Captain Kirk's son.
Captain Kirk's son, who plays for the Texans now. Even further right than Charlie Kirk. And so they went after Charlie Kirk for not being far right enough. So wait till this evidence comes out. Wait till the data comes out. Wait till you actually know who you're supposed to be mad against before you start inciting riots and trying to start the new culture war, or even worse, start a new civil war.
You and I are talking about big national concepts, talking about the internet world. Luke Marquith, you run a watering hole. You are the general manager of the local watering hole. Like, walk us through like the conversation from actual human beings after such a polarizing event.
Surprisingly, there hasn't been as much talking here as I would have thought.
Yeah, because the way it's being presented, it's the only conversation in the country.
Yeah, and I think partially because it is the only conversation so many other places, that this place has offered a bit of a reprieve. Just watch sports and laugh at the morons and have a safe space, so to speak. I mean, I have a few friends on both sides that I've talked to, and their emotions range from devastated to just frustrated that these things keep happening to whoever.
When you say sides, that's the part where I get caught up. Because I don't know, because this is in our living lifetime, right?
Yeah.
In our living lifetime. Because we are all 40 adjacent. And when this stuff historically been happening, it was 60 years ago, 60 years ago was the last time I feel like I can bring up, through my understanding of the history of this country, examples where assassinations were so prominent, or assassination attempts.
Sure.
Also, I know way more about this cat, this Robinson cat, than I know about the dude who tried to shoot Donald Trump, which is a different conversation. But the sides thing is wild to me.
And when I say sides, I mean sides of the aisle. I mean, everybody I know is united in the fact that this was wrong.
Yeah.
There are different sub-reactions within that, and based on, political leanings and lots of other things. And when I say sides, I mean sides of the aisle. And unfortunately, I hate the idea and the term, but it's kind of where we're at.
There's Emmys were last night. At the time of this recording, the Emmys were last night. Nick Bergazzi goes on and he says, hey, I'm going to give $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club. He says, let's fucking go. I'm going to give him $100,000.
Yeah.
And he says, and your acceptance speech should be 45 seconds. And for every second you're under, I'm going to throw in another $1,000 per second.
Such a great shtick.
And he says, and every second you're over, I'm going to take away $1,000.
You just missed a 55-yard field goal.
And as this is happening, the internet is going, oh, Nick Bergazzi is going to send a bill to the Boys and Girls Club. Like these A-list, Seth Rogen,
uppity Hollywood elites.
Yeah, they don't care about the Boys and Girls Club.
Run at the mouth for hours.
I'm upset about this. You can't even joke about this. And I'm like, for the record, new listeners on the Believe Network, I run the Boys and Girls Club here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah. I'm telling you this, between Nate Bergazzi at $250,000 and CBS at $100,000, $350,000 went to the Boys and Girls Club last night. But there's still a sect of people who consume television, media, whatever that, for whatever reason, think they have a voice. And they said, forget Nate Bergazzi and helping the Boys and Girls Club last night. These people are experts on charitable giving. They're experts on assassins. They're experts on bombing Poland on purpose or accident. And
germ theory was a big one for a while.
Oh, for a while?
Yeah.
Well, and with a lot of these Hollywood now these days, you have to be concerned with anybody that's too interested in the young Boys and Girls Club.
Too shiny. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There is that too.
I got a badge that says I passed a background check. Just for everyone in question.
$350,000 so they could go on a bunch of super fun plane rides.
Yeah. Hey, gang.
Field trip.
But these people are those people that'll tell you they know about WrestleMania going to Saudi Arabia and all the reasons it's bad, and why NATO is going to attack Russia because of Poland, and while whatever city in Jihad, was it Qatar? They got bombed by the Israelites the other day, and you go, there's too much going on in the world.
Man. We should not be having internet access during this time. It's making us so much worse.
Hear me out.
By the way, friend of the show, if you're online, the bulk of what you're hearing is from each extreme. You're not getting a bunch of viral posts. You're not getting a bunch of viral memes from the nice, reasonable middle.
No.
You're getting it from the craziest of people on each side. Like, disengage. If you want to get what's going on, you want to get the pulse of the country, go talk to your neighbor. Go get a friend from the right, go get a friend from the left, and a friend from the middle, and sit around a table and have an actual conversation.
Give me moderate anything.
Yes. Do not listen to people who are protected by a computer screen. Do not listen to people who are protected by a phone screen. Do not listen to these people who have absolute freedom to say the most vile things on the internet that they would not have the fucking balls to say to your face around a dinner table. Like, actually get your data, get the pulse of the country from the actual country, not the craziest fucking lunatics on the internet. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Got a fun guest when we get back. Steve Palmisano is here.
I love it. Let's go.
Steve Palmisano is here, and you think, why would we have friend of the show and owner of the Albuquerque Dukes brand on right now? You would say that. You would say, what's the reason?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he went to Los Angeles, sat in the Coliseum, and watched the Lobos beat up on the Bruins this past weekend. So we're asking about that experience. It's 2 Men On. Welcome back to Two Men On. Welcome back to Howie Sports Page. Welcome to the Believe Network. If you haven't been here with us before, we're excited to be here. Thank you. We have a formula here. If you're new to Two Men On, so we do news, pop culture, sports, current events. We do all those things. We opened the show with sports because it was a big sports weekend. But Steve Palmisano decided to get here on Albuquerque time. So welcome to the show, Steve Palmisano of the Albuquerque Dukes brand.
Thanks for having me.
Now,
Sorry I'm late. I was doing some work for a local wrestling show.
You're talking about Duke City Championship Wrestling.
That's what I'm talking
the NWA New Mexico, which I own.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making some new teas or what's up?
Trying to.
So you skidooed out of town this past weekend, went out to the Coliseum in Los Angeles, van.
Los Angeles,
Hey.
California.
Took the 25, headed to the 40, took the 40 out west.
I got off on La Brea and I took a left on 37.
I had to stay
Stopped in Phoenix,
in
actually.
Inglewood, and it was up to no good.
Oh, where?
Stopped
in
in
LA?
Ventura, actually.
Oh,
I passed through Paradise, and it wasn't as great as people said it was. Was it like that? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
every second of every
Took
day.
down a tree and paved paradise.
So okay, so that is a Joni Mitchell song
Mhm.
you're doing.
Is that right? I don't know. Somebody.
Or Counting Crows, depending on how
There you go.
old you are.
That's the cover.
Yeah.
That's the cover. All right, so you were at the Coliseum. How many people were there?
They announced 31. That was the first time I've ever been there. It looked pretty full to me. I mean, not like full, but
Okay.
more than I thought would be there.
Okay.
So, yeah, 25 to 30, probably close.
All right, we're working some new technology here, Steve. We're going to scoot you away
Sorry.
from the camera a little
Oh,
bit.
is that a camera?
But
That is a camera.
that is
Hello.
yeah, we're in new technology. I just said that
Nice.
a couple seconds ago. So 30,000 people. So of that was 10% of them Lobos fans.
Yeah, I'd say there were probably 200, 300 people there. Decent showing.
That's not a lot.
No, but decent.
I mean, it's a long
They were
trek
spread out.
to
They were
LA.
all spread out until the end. Then they all kind of came down to one area that was like next to the tunnel. So
Yes,
once-
when all of the Bruin fans left,
yeah,
a lot of
once
seats open.
the the win was secured, everybody kind of moved closer to get a little high five from the players going in. It was awesome.
At least on TV, it didn't look like there was many UCLA fans to begin with.
Ah, fair.
There were plenty of empty seats.
Oh, they showed
Yeah.
up late and left early.
Yeah.
Yeah, they announced 31,000. I would say there was. I mean, I don't know what they usually do on that, but 20 to 25. I thought, hey, Lobos are going to love this.
Yeah. In some stadiums, 25,000 looks like a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
In the Rose Bowl, not as much.
I was cool because we got to my cousin who went to UCLA has pulled the nets for like 20 years at the Rose Bowl. The nets for the
Sure.
kicks. So he finally got me out there. So I was pulling the nets for the kicks, the extra points or field goals. or
Wait,
whatever.
you did that too?
Oh, cool.
Down on the field. Yeah.
God, dude, you're like, that's a super cool job.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You're like a curtain jerker.
Now
It was
hold
great.
on.
But
Easy now.
that's not what that we're terrestrial now.
I don't know what a curtain jerker is, but I was a net jerker.
Yeah.
Traditionally in entertainment, a curtain jerker is the person who opens the play.
Right.
In pro wrestling, it's the guy who walks out first.
Well, in college football, I was the guy that pulled up the net for extra points or field goals. So
That's on my bucket list,
it
like that, and like driving the range picker cart at the driving range. I want to do that one day. I want
Nice.
to pull the
That's-
nets. There's certain things that is just awesome.
That's not that substantial of a get. That's not a heavy lift.
No. Life is about attainable goals, Fred.
For sure. Something you'd
I'm
actually
not-
cross off the list.
I'm not going to walk on the moon.
on the way back, I went to the Carolina Cardinals game, Phoenix, and they do that manually as well. I checked out the net pullers.
You're one of
Because now you're
I was
industry.
You're in the union now.
Who's doing that? I could do that. They're a little taller, but they're manual. I didn't. I figured they would just be
It's got to be a union
on a
gig.
motor.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It was wild. Yeah,
We can't do them on a motor because, like, what if it freezes up? Like, then
I guess. Yeah.
can't afford to delay a game.
But the thing with the Lobo kicker, over the net, like every time except for once, kicked
So-
it over the net.
Got pretty good leg, is what you're saying.
See, that's where
Yeah.
you get the opportunity. We all remember the clip of the guy jumping off of the railing to catch the field goal that had gone over the
Yes,
net, like
sure.
landing in the tunnel. Just legendary.
You guys think C.J. Stroud's going to get 202 pass yards tonight, or what?
I think he's going to have a bounce back game. They are not as bad as they showed in week 1. I know you're asking.
I'm doing prize picks.
I know you're asking for prize picks, but
So you're
still.
not interested in my story then?
Hey, here's okay.
That's cool. You brought me on to tell my story, and now you're doing prize picks.
Okay. There's going to be a net positive. Oh, sorry, I can't mention nets
I mean, we said
anymore.
we're going to give you a tight 5, and you
Yeah.
get 3/4 the way there.
I'm not even halfway through my story.
Oh, no.
All right, so you went. All right, so you were rooting for the Lobos, but I assume you were wearing a UCLA bib.
I had to wear a Big Ten shirt with a UCLA hat.
Did they pay you?
I had my Duke's hat on, and they wouldn't let me. No, they did not. They paid me with the experience.
Can you pay your rent with that?
No.
Okay.
It was awesome. I saw UNM people. Then after the game, so the team went in. They came back out.
That's
to talk to the
traditionally how
crowd,
it works.
and they went back in. And then they did their media, and then they all came out again. Took a picture in the middle of the Rose Bowl.
I
mean,
saw the team photo. That was
they
awesome.
were soaking it in.
Now, do you feel,
Yeah.
that the crowd in UCLA was surprised?
Yes,
Now, was it very quiet?
yes.
That's awesome.
Every time they scored,
That's
it
so
was
sweet.
like zero. It's like they scored. Pull the nets.
Do you feel that Coach Eck has any plays left in his book that can score?
Absolutely. He pulled out a few of them that were different than at Michigan. He is on it with those plays. He's not afraid to pull out a play from anywhere.
Now, we were talking about this a little bit at the beginning of the show. Van and I have been in radio for 6 years here. I've lived here for 8 years. We no longer are in radio. We don't think that we've ever seen the Lobos with a winning record in the last 8 years. Is that correct by your recollection?
8 years. That's probably correct.
They have been ass. And now they're not.
They were 0 and 1 and 15, whatever, on Loxley. He was here for how long? 2 seasons.
Go Fish.
Yeah.
Then after that was Davies. He had a winning season. I'm sorry. He went to a bowl game. They went to a bowl game with Davies, I think. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was that when I was here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yep.
He had a heart attack, right?
He did.
Like, on the sideline.
It was after the game
Yeah.
in the locker room or somewhere.
I thought it was like mid-game. Like, I might be wrong.
That was also the Aggies coach as well.
Like that was the
Yeah.
Aggies coach, I think.
Yeah.
Davies had it afterwards. If I remember
It's like
correctly.
a tough life. I think there's a lot of stress in that life.
You think?
Yeah, be a coach for a team with the lowest bar possible and one of the most beautiful
Now-
places on the planet. Ugh, so hard.
Now, I have a money glitch that you guys don't know about, but I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Work really hard, okay, for like, give me a real number, 20 years. 20,
I'd rather not.
well, that's the number.
You lost me at working
Nope.
hard. Okay.
Maybe or maybe don't play college football, maybe or maybe don't play professional football.
Okay.
Then become the coach of, I don't know, a high school team. Then maybe a junior college team. Then maybe a Division II team. Then become the head coach of the UCLA Bruins. Okay? Do terrible for 3 games. Get bought out for $5 million and no longer have to work. Thoughts?
I'm in. Let's turn this clock back a little bit.
I've been trying my whole life to figure out how to get somebody to pay me not to work.
This is the plan.
Was that the buyout?
$5 million.
Everybody I talked to said, I hope the Lobos win because we need to get our coach fired.
Is he going to Venmo Coach Eck anything at all
UCLA
for his early retirement?
That was a serious thing.
At least like a Ruth's Chris gift card. Like, what are you going to send Coach Eck for your early retirement?
I saw him shaking hands, a photo of them shaking hands, and it looked like Eck was like, "You owe me."
Uh-huh. He slipped in a little C note in that handshake.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Here's my Venmo.
See you in Tahoe.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to ever lose their job. I'm lying. I just lied.
Yeah.
You see Stephen Colbert lose his job last night at the Emmys? And he says, I've never been prouder to be an American because I got fired from this job.
Nice.
He goes hard.
Well, I mean, at least he gets fired now while there's still unemployment insurance.
How long does that last?
Not much longer.
You get 99 weeks in that? I don't even know the rules. Steve, how's the Dukes brand?
Good. Yep. Lobo's off to a good start, so that's always
That helps
helpful.
the Dukes brand?
I sell UNM stuff.
All right, touche.
The dopest
He's all
UNM
things
hats
New
by
Mexico.
far.
Yeah, I guess I kind of forgot about that. I went to the United game the other day, the soccer team here in Albuquerque, for those tuning in for the first time.
Familiar?
And the mayor of Albuquerque was there wearing a Dukes jersey.
Really?
I mean, you're pretty popular.
Was it a Somos Unidos?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So that was a collaboration with the Dukes and United a couple years ago.
Do you think the
I
Dukes?
have that jersey myself. I love
think
it.
I gave him that jersey. Not sure. I got to thank you.
Do you want me to reach out to
I
us?
didn't get a note.
Do people still write? Did you expect a handwritten thank you note?
You were talking about generations earlier. There used to be a thing called writing a thank you note when somebody gives you something.
I went out to Eastern. We went out to Eastern a couple weeks ago for Eastern New Mexico was having their season opener against New Mexico Highlands and this, that, the other thing. And so we went out there, broadcast when we were still doing terrestrial radio, and just had a real nice night in Portales. We just had a really great time. And I wrote a note saying thank you for like having us. And I was like, this feels weird.
Like with your hands?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
a pen and
Yeah,
paper?
correct. Yeah.
Oh,
And a
It's
little
like the quill pen with like the dip in.
Did you know how to actually write?
Yeah,
Could
Portales.
you remember how to spell words while you're writing?
I write in all capitals like a serial killer,
Oh,
not like an
or
assassin.
a president?
Do presidents do that?
I still
One of them
hand
does.
cut all the letters for my ransom notes. I mean, you know, you got to take the time.
Take the time.
Where do you get magazines nowadays?
The library.
The
What?
gun store.
I've been trying to paper mache. I'm going to Alaska this upcoming weekend. So I've been to 49 states. There's one I haven't been to. That's Alaska. So I'm going to Alaska this upcoming weekend. And I was talking about it today with like a donor for the Boys and Girls Club. And they're like, what are you going to do? I go, shoot guns, fly in a plane. And they go, I thought you weren't Republican. And I go, no, you don't.
When in Rome.
Yeah, is shooting guns Republican? Like, I feel like anyone can shoot guns.
It's bipartisan behavior.
You've been to every state
No, I haven't been to Alaska.
except Alaska.
That is correct. Yeah.
That's impressive.
I've been in every state.
Confusion, intoxication.
Depression, anxiety, a lot of denial for sure.
You want to go to Alaska? Is that why you're saying it like that?
No.
I'll switch my room to two queen bed. No, I won't switch
You're
it.
going by yourself?
No. Taking a friend.
Why are you going?
Do you like to watch?
Yeah. Ask follow-up questions before I answer.
They would have asked me the
Why
same.
are you headed there?
Because I've never been.
You're just going on vacation.
I mean, no, this is a bucket list endeavor.
Vacation.
I wanted to go to all 50 states.
Are you working?
On the bucket list? Also, I don't have work-life balance like you do, Steve Palmisano. I just have life, okay?
Fred, your answer was fly on a private plane over a mountain and shoot guns. Mine would have been eat mushrooms and watch the aurora borealis.
Hey, add it to the list.
Yes.
Put that on the list too.
You know, you can see Russia from Alaska.
Yeah, I've heard.
So keep an eye out.
For
Whatever.
Russians,
Maybe.
if I get up there and get stuck in a Red Dawn situation and you don't come to save my ass, you know how mad I will
What-
be at you?
How much sunlight is happening these days in Alaska?
Some, probably.
Still a lot? or
No,
not?
this is the longest days of the year right now.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like light till after 9 p.m.
So
or
you're
something.
gonna, well, much later than that. If
No, it's
if
not that
the
part.
longest.
Well, it's not the longest, but this is fall
I mean,
solstice.
have you done research on Alaska?
Yeah. You can see Russia from there. I know a ton about Alaska.
Okay. Good.
Okay. I know this part.
What are you going to shoot guns at?
Mother
Russians.
Nature. Yeah.
You're going to you're going hunting.
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't hunt what?
I
He's
don't know.
going
You
to
said
the edge of
nature.
Alaska. He's pointing at Russia.
Yeah.
He says, if I can see it, I can shoot it.
That's right.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go,
It's only 200 yards.
America, America. And I'm, that's guns. What I just did. That's
Luckily for the Russians, they're all on the other side of the country right now
Yeah.
for other reasons.
Poland.
They're a
in
little
Poland.
they're a little
He's
busy.
a little preoccupied.
A little busy.
Hey, what's up with Russia?
Sure, they got some stray, jets flying around there.
And drones.
Whatever.
I don't know enough about how that all of that works. I don't think they stray often. Wait, they did say some missiles strayed the other day.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Don't start an international incident, Fred.
Hey, Loki.
Are you taking
got
your
it.
own guns?
No.
Oh.
Do you know what a check bag cost on Delta?
No, I don't.
He's mailing them, dummy.
Yeah. Fly Alaska
They're being
Airlines.
airdropped to him.
Yeah, sure. His drone's on the way as we speak.
You guys know I'm a little cheap.
Feudal?
Pinch poke.
No, I couldn't fly Alaska. That's like a nice airline. I had to fly Delta. There's 2 layovers from New Mexico. Hey, put that microphone in front of your mouth. Take your time. Yeah, I know. You got to pour yourself a beer.
I didn't want to be rude.
2 layovers. I have to go to Salt Lake, then Seattle. It
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's overnight, right?
Oh, it's Albuquerque International. No direct flights to Anchorage.
Yeah,
you
unacceptable. Also, I said
You're not taking the Wednesday night red eye to Juneau.
when I booked my flight on Delta, it said, please confirm you're not actually from Mexico.
They
The
do
new
that.
one.
They do that on every flight.
Oh, do they?
If you're booking from Albuquerque.
Now we know. We step away to come back. We'll wrap up the show. It's 2 Men On right here on the Believe Network. Welcome back to 2 Men On here right here on the Believe Network. I am Fritz Lowe. Van Nunley is with me. Luke Markwith of Howie's. Luke, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Steve Palmisano of the Albuquerque Dukes. Monday Night Football is underway here at Howie's. You can come see us every single Monday here at Howie's for Monday Night Football, where at halftime of tonight, the second game, but traditionally every game.
Actually, we're going to do both games
Special.
tonight.
Oh,
We're going
okay.
to do both games tonight because they're back to back. The week 4 and week 6, they're overlapping, so we'll be doing the late games.
Got it. So, yeah, halftime giveaways, free glizzies, free all kinds of stuff. So come out and see your boys. If you're a fan of us terrestrially or traditionally here in Albuquerque, same as it ever was.
Yeah, baby.
Same as it ever was.
Which is actually one of the new Howie shirts for this year.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
So I did not know what I know. Steve Palmisano is showing us off camera. Gosh forbid you show it to the camera. Exactly what he was able to see.
From field level.
Right behind the end zone.
A little bit, doing a humble brag there, Steve?
Yep.
I'd have been walking around like Wayne's World with my backstage pass, like showing it to everybody. And
Yeah, that was awesome.
Hey, guys, is this the way to the net raising? Because I'm raising the net. Hey, guys, can anyone bring me a comp water?
So here's a funny story.
Yep.
So we're standing there, and a UNM guy walks up, and he's kind of looking over and
Like a
watching the
fan?
game, looking over somebody with the badge. So I go over and start talking to him, and he's like, "So how much does it cost to get that set up on the nets?" And because I'm a blah 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 with UNM.
Oh, big booster.
So
Okay.
they're looking to upgrade their net situation at the UNM field.
you're
Trying
the,
to make
net,
a
you're
net
the
gain.
net guy now.
Apparently, it's not up to standard. So they're going to raise some money to get some nets.
Steve's raising the net, and the rest of us are just lowering the bar.
Yep.
What do you think the net profit's going to be?
Well, they keep winning.
Do you think if they get a big donor, they'll go nothing but net?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll say that?
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah.
Do you like that one, Steve?
Yes.
You know, it's got net puns, or
I'm going to skip out on this round.
you're not hooked?
Van's got nothing.
Oh, I got it all. I'm going to let Fred drown here a little bit.
Just casting a wide net here, boys.
Yeah.
Just trying to see you. I want to be a part of this.
Grasping it. Strings.
So would you say this guy you were talking to, was he well connected?
Yeah. Apparently. I didn't know who he was.
Oh. Okay, just
I met him. Now I know him, but I didn't know him before.
how much do you think the Dukes would pay to put on
We're not sponsoring the net situation. They need some infrastructure before they get to the sponsorship.
I just feel like it'd be a natural fit, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially when they're never mind.
What? Use your words.
Well, they'll be pulling them up several times this year, I'm sure. So it'd be a good investment.
Steve was going to say it'd be a really good fit, like fish nets.
Thank you. Finally,
Oh.
this is the support I need from you guys.
Shout out to our friends from the Believe Network in Connecticut.
That's a good one. You like that one?
That was a bit of a reach.
I had to reach around the net.
Nothing but net. Exactly.
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah, one. He led with that one, I believe.
Right.
I believe I led with net profit,
I heard that one.
business term. Steve, it's for
This segment has been a net loss.
okay.
Yes, so far.
okay. That hurts. What you just
Yeah.
said. There.
Mm.
I just couldn't think of anything else clever to
Yeah,
say. And
no,
I just take the lowest common denominator, take a jab, and
You know, sometimes I think you're wacky. Like you're a little
Especially on the net.
bit of the internet.
Net loss
Oh, okay.
on the net.
Personality of a net blanket.
Can I do this net and Yahoo joke or no?
net yet.
Have you guys given up completely on baseball?
The Yankees are in first place for the wild card.
That's an interesting way to say that sentence.
I'm super dialed in on watching my Astros collapse, so this is awesome.
I watched a video earlier of the 7,000 total fans at A's Stadium trying to do the wave, and they couldn't figure it out. Or no, I got it backwards. The 4,000 total fans, because 7,000 seats were empty. I don't know if you guys are obsessed about this like I am.
Is that the field in Sacramento?
Yeah. I don't think Vegas is going to get excited about that team until there's a stadium like visible.
That's not real yet.
It's not real.
You can't have a fake press conference where people are wielding a shovel where there's no dirt and expect people to get excited. You can't just tamp the shovel down in 3 feet of concrete and be like, hey, just imagine, guys. Imagine, right?
It's not a groundbreaking as much as a ground tapping.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a good sports city, I think. You know, when the Raiders went there, no one else was willing to like go hang out there. So they were like, "Oh, we love you. Thank you for bringing pro sports." we're a big Raiders city. Although I recognize the fans in the stands, it's never Raiders fans.
Yeah.
But I still feel like Las Vegas bit in. And then that hockey team was literally born there.
Yeah.
So and it won like right away.
Yeah.
And then I think that women's basketball team wins championships too. Like, and that one sells out. Like, it's like a small arena, but like it still sells out. Like if Oakland comes in the right way and like, you know, celebrates good times or whatever, I do think that city will be there to whatever degree that matters they have the best young player in the history of baseball, literally in Sacramento. But
What's his name, Fred?
I can say it
Say
now
it.
that we're on a podcast.
Say it.
His name's Nick.
Space
Kurtz. Will he be
I
the
did
best?
not know that.
Yeah, he's the best player. He's the best rookie in the history of this game that has been played for 150 years.
I found a cheat code to not be canceled talking about the A's.
Okay.
Called Nicholas Kurtz. No problem at all.
You don't like Nick Kurtz?
Incredibly easy. Easy, Steve.
Say it the way you're supposed to say it, Steve.
I wonder if anyone's called the stadium asking for him on the phone to the PA guy.
All of his fan mail.
Hey, Nick, we got a call for Nick.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Hey, Sacramento fans, with the son or daughter of No, we will not.
No.
We can't chant that Michael Pennis stuff or Phoenix
Yes.
or Penix.
Careful.
Monday Night Football is underway here at Howie's. We're about to make our way over in front of the multiple big screens. If you're here in Albuquerque, take advantage of Howie's on Monday night. It is your destination. Luke, thank you for having us out today for the podcast.
Appreciate you guys being here. It's always a blast.
We got a bunch of fun announcements coming by way of the show here in the near future.
Yeah.
Make sure you are dialed into our @TalkABQ social medias. Also, you can follow the Dukes at abqdukes.com, where you can get all your apparel and otherwise. Steve Palmisano, final words.
Thanks for fitting me in today.
That's
Glad I got here.
It's a hot way to say that.
Thanks.
Man,
Hey, baby, get down to Howie's, have some fun with the boys, and stay tuned to Talk ABQ on everything to find out what the boys are doing next.
love that. I am sitting down with Sean Merriman later in the week, so you can catch up with me and he as we talk about the world of professional football. Also, super excited to be a part of the Believe Network, and don't be surprised if you see a lot of your favorite Believe analysts and faces joining us on this one, because we're fortunate to be doing it with you. For Van Nelly, for Luke Markwith, for Steve Palmisano, myself, Fred Slow. Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
See you next time.